there, fans. Welcome back to another project update. This is where we go over the details of the accomplishments that we performed in the prior month. So this is February's project update. So let's go ahead and jump into it, right? So welcome to our new subscribers. Our page continues to grow month over month. I think we picked up over 800 new subscribers from the last project update till now. So that's awesome news. So we've got some newcomers. Welcome to the page. Hope you guys are enjoying the content that we're putting out. And we got more on the way for you, right? One of the things that I wanted to mention was that we actually managed to hit 30,000 subscribers this month. Again, I know it's, you look at other people and they've got, tens of thousands more, hundreds of thousands, and it's okay. I'm not, it's not a popularity game, right? I'm just glad that more and more people are being exposed to the project and getting to see what I believe is a cool rendition of the continuation of the Transformers Prime universe, right? So as we continue to grow, we continue to expand, and that also means talent-wise. We managed to pick up 3 new artists last month, confirmed they are on our team and have already started to get their hands dirty in the sequel, Dinobots Unleashed, so that's pretty exciting news. Their areas of expertise cover concept art, animation, visual effects, and texture and rendering, right? So that brings up a total of, I think we've got four artists outside of any modeling and stuff like that, right? So we've got another person that's has been doing environmental concept art since like about last year or somewhere around last year, and we have 2 modelers that came on board since last year. So we continue to grow. That's awesome, and hopefully for the sequel we'll go by quicker. Obviously we won't be switching softwares, so it shouldn't take another 9, almost 10 years to get the sequel out, so no worries there, right? All right, so let's go over our agenda, right? We go over our prior month accomplishments, any ongoing assignments, future assignments, and then special topics where we get to talk about a bunch of different things, right? So let's jump into it. Prior month completions. Obviously, scene 18, 12, and 19 were completed. We uploaded that. We'll get into the details regarding that in our special topics section. But as far as what we completed in that particular, or in that specific area, right, we completed the scores and the sound effects. Nolan was able to get that and get it handed to us. Honestly, he got it handed to us the day before. So we really, between Mike and I and Nolan, the 3 of us, we were up till late on Friday. And then Mike was at it, editing until, I want to say that he got the file done like 10 minutes before 11 my time, and then I had some issues because so my middle son was doing like SAT practice scores, so I was actually on the road. I wasn't here, and so when Mike gave me the go ahead that the file was ready, I tried to download it on my phone, upload it. It wouldn't upload. I had to try and look for. I thought maybe it was the internet connection, so I tried to find like an area where I can go that I knew they had connection. Did it again, nothing, and I'm like, oh man. So I managed to call one of my twins that was actually home, and the youngest twin, Justin, and I walked him through how to upload it, how to download it from our Google Drive and then upload it. So that was the delay that we had. We had something, something was going on with YouTube where it wasn't allowing me to upload the file from my phone. So Justin was able to do it for us, and we owe him a great amount of gratitude, because if not, it would have been even later than the late that it was, right? I think we were 2 hours past our scheduled time, so it could have been very well 3, maybe even 4 hours past our scheduled time. So thanks to my son for helping us out there. Then a couple of other updates that we did. We actually we actually talked about this in prior project updates, how we were going to go back and kind of tweak some of the visual effects, right? And we did that. We did the ground bridge effect. We kind of updated that. So if you guys are seeing it right now, you guys will see a before and after shot, and so you could see that we made some minor adjustments here and there to kind of make it pop a little bit more and make it crisper, right? And then we also updated some laser blasts with some effects, right? And we did that with some impact blasts as well. Remember I mentioned that there was like there was a burst of impact after every laser fire. So I noticed that when I was watching it the other day, and so I went ahead and created some impact blast, if you will, and yeah. And then we've got one of our new artists. So one of our new artists, he actually jumped in last month, and due to his area of expertise, I'm bringing him into this current project. I know it's kind of last minute, but his area of expertise is special effects. It's also animating. So what I wanted him to do, his first assignment was to redo the vehicle scan from scene 8. Scene 8 was when Rodimus and Springer, they scan Earth-based vehicles. And honestly, I didn't like the way it came out when I did it. So I asked him to go back in there and redo that special effect, and he definitely nailed it. I saw it a couple of days ago, and it was really good, really well done. So he's already, being a key player. So awesome. I'll see if we can do an interview with him either this month or next month, depending on what happens and how the schedules pan out. We managed to do our interview with our talent interview with Mike, our editor. That was pretty cool. You can check it out. I'll go ahead and link the interview in the section below. Right, you can check that out if you're interested. We talk about how our love for Transformers when we first got involved, how we got involved with this project, and how it's been since, and so on and so forth. Another thing that we completed, and we talked about this in 2 prior project update videos, was that I was going to be doing a video purely in Spanish, because I'd seen a couple of videos talking about our project, and they were giving inaccurate information, no fault of theirs. Obviously, if they don't speak English, it's pretty difficult, right? They may be using and these are people from the Latin American countries, right? So it's not like they're here in the States. But if they're looking at maybe the subtitles, it might not be accurate. So that could have been the miscommunication there. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a video solely in Spanish to set the record straight. So that way our fans in Latin America would know, would know the accurate details regarding what characters are going to be in the film and what characters are not, right? So we completed that. Let's see, ongoing assignment. So another one. So our new artist, his name is Ben, actually. And what I asked him to do in the new assignment. So let me backtrack a little bit. Jonathan did scene 4, which is the space chase scene. He did the Xanthium being chased by the Steel Stalker and everything that happens. So he did the rendered version of that, and we incorporated that. And then there were I wanted to get some fillers. I wanted to extend the scene, so I had asked him to do that. So if you look at the scene that we uploaded, you'll see there's a bunch of unrendered pieces, right? So you can obviously tell what was added in there. And unfortunately, before Jonathan left, he never uploaded the original Blender file into the drive. I haven't heard from Jonathan about 2 years now, at least 2 years. And we're going on our 3rd year. So I'm afraid that if we don't redo that, it's going to be lost. I mean, we're going to have to cut it out from the rendered version, right? So I've asked Ben to go in there and redo that. And so he's working on that now. So hopefully that'll get done this month. The guy's really quick, so he's phenomenal. He knows exactly what he's doing on Blender. So, gosh, I wish I was as quick as him, right? So that's the ongoing assignment. Future assignments, we're going to continue working on our special effects. The next thing, once Ben is done with this particular request on scene 4, I'm going to have him go into updating a couple of more visual effects. Like, honestly, I wasn't happy with Rodimus's Energon bow effect. So I'm going to see if he can update that. And I also want to change it so that it kind of mimics a little bit more the TFA style, right? The Transformers animated. I think I gave it like a blue energy, color, and I think in TFA it's more on the yellow orangish side. So I'm going to see if he can do something creative with that and change that, and obviously change the color on it. Then the other thing I'm going to have him do is I also want him to change the special effect on the smoke screen phase shifter. I'm going to see if we can do something to tweak that, because I wasn't happy with that as well. So those are the future assignments. On March 18th, so the 18th of this month, myself, Mike, and Ben, we're going to get together and we're going to watch the entire project from beginning to end. It's all going to be compiled, so scene 1 all the way to scene 19, and we're going to pick it apart. We're going to critique it like there's no tomorrow. So that means we're going to, like we talked about before, we're going to update the walks, the run cycles, smoothing. Now that I've got Ben on board, Ben seems much more proficient with Blender than I am, so I really feel good about what we're going to be doing and the final product that we're going to be delivering. We're also going to be looking at timing and strategic pauses, right? There's some times where the camera cuts way too fast, so we're just going to maybe an extra frame or two just to hold it there, right, and make it more natural. Let's go into our special topic. So like we said, we went ahead and posted scene 18, 12, and 19, and those are our final scenes. What did you guys think about that scene, right? What did you guys think about the upload? It's our finale. Obviously we've got, Prime and Megatron, and they team up against Galvatron, which is, it was a phenomenal combat sequence. We've got Bruticus and going one-on-one with Cyclone. I shouldn't say one-on-one, but he kind of catches him from behind and tosses him. So I wanted to see if you guys, and I haven't seen any comments on it, so I don't think you guys picked up on it, but there's a section where Cyclonus and Prime are first battling it off, and they're dueling it out. There's one scene where Cyclonus jumps up and he's about to go at him with his arm sword, and then Optimus gives him an uppercut. So that was kind of reminiscent to the 1986 movie when Megatron and Optimus are doing that. And I understand the two different characters, or at least as far as Megatron and Cyclonus goes. But I was hoping to see if anybody would remember that one scene and kind of make that connection. It's still Autobot Decepticon. Well, Autobot Destructicon, sorry. So I know it's a little bit different, but yeah, I wanted to take that inspiration in that particular hit, right, and do that. So we've got that. Then what did you guys think? Slipstream comes in and holds Knockout hostage. Knockout is essentially offline temporarily, right? He's unconscious, and she's about to blast him, and then Bruticus actually ends up saving him, and then they end up taking off, right? So they take off with Unicron's with Unicron and the Allspark container. So essentially Unicron's spirit or energy, I don't know what you want to call it. Let's just call it spirit. Unicron's spirit is still in the Allspark, right? So they take off. So in essence, they were stopped, but they do get away. I guess everybody knows what that means, right? I don't think I have to explain it. And then we have the end, right? The final where they're all together. Prime gives his inspirational speeches, right? We get to see him address Knockout as an Autobot, which is pretty cool. One of you guys did mention how Megatron didn't really say anything to Knockout, because when Megatron died, it was prior to Knockout making the transition, making the switch. So there should have been something there to acknowledge. It's like, oh, wait a minute, when did he become an Autobot type of thing? And so I did miss that. So I will go back and add something there, even if it's just, I'm thinking, even if it's just a camera shot where like Megatron is looking puzzled, like Autobot, So maybe something like that I'll add just to give it a little extra thing, because I do agree, that should have been acknowledged. So that's my bad on that. The other thing I do want to explain on the special topics regarding the C19 Megatron. I've seen so many comments. Guys, this is not Earthspark, okay? Megatron is not a good guy. At no point is there any indication that Megatron is a good guy or that he's going to become a hero or anything of that nature. He literally said that due to him being oppressed, he's lost his appetite to oppress others. That's it. That just means I'm going into retirement. I'm not going to try and conquer anybody, because I don't want to be conquered myself. So at no point in my story is he going to go back and wage war on the Autobots. At no point is he going to go back to conquer Cybertron or conquer Earth. I haven't given any of that indication. And I don't get that from Predacons Rising. I get that, guess what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm retiring. That's what I essentially got out of it. There's nothing that indicates that he wants to now become a good guy and save the universe. There's none of that. Now, why he's coming out of retirement, because that's essentially what's going on here. Due to Unicron, the threat of Unicron, and I think Megatron knows, having experienced, what he experienced with Unicron, he knows how dangerous this being is. He doesn't want that guy coming back online and potentially doing that either to himself or to anybody else or the universe, right? The threat, he understands how big the universal threat of Unicron is. So all he's doing is essentially coming out of retirement to stop Unicron. It's not because he's not doing it because he wants to save the universe and now his spark is changed. That's not what he's doing. That would be contradictory to the eons of villainy that has gone on with this character. Earthspark may have done that, and that's great for Earthspark, and you guys might, some of you guys might like that. That's great for you guys. I don't like that. I can't see myself if Adolf Hitler suddenly became he said, I'm sorry for killing the 6 million Jews and the I don't know how many different soldiers died at his war, and he's sorry, and all of a sudden now he's a good. I can't see that happening. I cannot see in a real world situation where suddenly the entire world is going to open its arms to Adolf Hitler joining and becoming part of the UN. Let's just say unrealistic. That specific character, that specific individual. And we can see that. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was part of the Axis powers, and then due to the fact that Hitler invaded him, he switches sides, he joins the Allies. But let's be real, Joseph Stalin is not a hero. Joseph Stalin continues to be the villain that he's always been with the genocide towards his own people. It would be no different with Megatron. So I can't comprehend Megatron being a good guy. It doesn't sit well with me, and I don't like it. I'm not just going to forgive the eons of Autobot lives lost at his hands, either directly or indirectly. I mean, my gosh, he almost killed Raph. Are we suddenly going to put that aside just because he just doesn't want to be oppressed anymore? He hasn't even repented. He hasn't even said, I'm sorry for all the destruction. He just simply said, I just don't want to oppress anybody because I've just been oppressed. That's it. That's it. End scene. So I want to make it really clear. We're not changing who the core of this villain is. He's still a villain. He just hates Unicron that much more. That's it. His sole motivation is not for redemption. His sole motivation is not redemption. His sole motivation is his hatred towards somebody else that far exceeds his hatred for Optimus Prime. I mean, it's that simple. But anyhow, moving on. That's it. I'm not going to answer that question anymore. If I see that comment, I'm not answering it anymore because I don't understand how simple that is. He came out of, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady's a good example. He came out of he retired last year, came out of retirement, played another season, right? Again, I'm not trying to make the correlation. I'm just saying he retired. He said he was retired, and then he came out of retirement. It's the same thing. Megatron retired because of what he experienced, and now he's coming out of retirement because he wants to stop this villain, this far superior villain, right? Anyhow, back to our 30K subscribers. So we had a contest. A 30K subscriber would be getting a DVD Blu-ray from us as a gift for being the 30th subscriber. And so I am flashing that individual's name on the screen. So I took a look at your YouTube page. Seems like it's a little boy. Hey, congratulations, little guy. Please reach out to me. I did comment on one of your videos. Hopefully you've seen it, or hopefully you will seen it. Reach out to me so I can get your shipping address and we can send you your gift and thanking you, right, for being a subscriber onto our channel. Let's see what else. Additional content videos. Now that I'm pretty much done with Galvatron's Revenge, minus the things that we talked about, it's gonna leave some room for some other stuff, right? It's not gonna be go like it was with the animation, right? I was animating so much, like every day. Hours every day. So what I'm going to be able to do is do some more content, some more toy reviews. There's also I saw an article on the top, like I think it was like the top, I don't know, 15 or 13 Transformer shows. So 13 being the lowest and 1 being the highest. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So I'll do a video on that, sometime soon, probably this month in March. So be on the lookout for that. Mid-month talent interview. We'll go ahead and do that. We may do Nolan or we may do Ben, depending on their schedule. I think Nolan has some personal time that he needs to have this month. So I don't know if he's willing to do the update. I'm actually going to meet with him. I'm going to have dinner with him on Sunday night. So I'll see if I can't lock down a date with him as far as the interview goes, then I'll do Ben and see if Ben is open to do it, which I'm pretty sure he will. Let's see. Premiere. Potential target date is going to be June 24th, potentially. Why June? I don't know how much render time I'm going to need. That's mainly it. Because if it were just the animating and that's it, not a big deal. I could have that done, by April, by the end of April. But because we're adding render time, I don't know, and we only have one unit. Remember, the goal was to have 4 units. We didn't hit that goal. I only have 1 unit, so I don't know how long that's going to take. So if you're upset that you're not getting it sooner, what can I tell you? I'm kind of disappointed that we weren't able to hit our 20K GoFundMe goal and get the other units that we needed, but it is what it is. So the target date right now is going to be 6/24. Now, here's some interesting details that'll get you looking forward for 6/24. We have a post-credit scene. I purposely did not put the post-credit scene on this past upload because I want you guys to come back for the premiere. So rest assured, there's going to be something additional on our 6/24, which is obviously the post-credit scene. So there you go. Hopefully you guys are going to look forward to that. Curious to see what you guys may think that post-credit scene is going to reveal. Let's see, transition. We're going to be transitioning now that Galvatron's Revenge project is done. So we're going to be transitioning our project updates from Galvatron's Revenge over to Dinobots Unleashed project update. So what we're going to be doing is we already put out our first series of auditions in our community section, but I didn't know this, that a community section is not visible to everybody, or doesn't go out. Not everybody gets the alert. Didn't know that. So I'm going to go ahead and do a specific video on the first section of auditions. I'm going to highlight every single character. I'm also going to add some extra detail regarding their personality types. Now, I want to be very clear on this. Some of you guys have already auditioned. Don't worry about that. If based on the new audition information you want to re-audition, not a problem. Just go ahead and re-record yourself with whatever you think the updated information is going to be, or the updated voice, personality, whatever the case may be, and shoot us an email and say re-audition, and then put the character. Now, if you're auditioning for the first time, just go ahead and put the regular audition. But if this is your second re-audition, if your second audition, then put re-audition. We'll get rid of the first one, and then we'll replace it with this one, or we'll do both. I don't know if you sent them all together or whatnot. I don't know. However, but just give us that re-audition indicator, so that way we know that we're going to replace whatever character you're doing now over the previous recording that you did. Okay, and you can send that to gman3330@gmail.com. Another update that we did character update of Swoop. We posted that in our community and our Facebook page. Really cool looking character. I'll be honest with you, I wanted to get the Dinobots just out before so quickly. I was so excited about them that I kind of did a kit bash of a couple of different Transformers. I kit bashed them together. It was the body of a Viacon, the shoulders of Blastoff, the legs of Bumblebee, and some other stuff, and some minor changes here and there. Honestly, I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the way it came out. So I said, you know what? The fans deserve better. So I went back and I redesigned, and I love the redesign. As you can see here, it looks much cooler, much more sleeker. It just cool all around. Looks like it fits more in the TF Prime section. Looks more like a character that I would want to see. So be on the lookout. We're going to be doing, or I did that for that character. I'm also going to be doing that for the Slag character. Again, he was just a kid bash. I used, I think, Brawl's body mainly. I think I used one of Bruticus's arms and kid bashed them together, but I'm not happy with it. So we're going to be redesigning some of the characters, or at least those two characters. We're also going to be working on some new character sheets. We've already got like two, we've got a number actually. We've got a number of them already in the works. 2 are being finalized right now. So be on the lookout. We'll probably update one either tomorrow, Friday, or over the weekend, over this coming weekend. So be on the lookout for new character sheets. Hopefully you'll like what we're doing. You'll like what we're seeing. And then the last thing I also wanted to do was the second audition. We'll also, since I'm doing a video on the first one, I'm also going to do a video, and I'll post it in the community just to keep it in line and in sync. Right, so be on the lookout for that. When that second post will happen, maybe towards the latter part of the month, since we're not going to have a video of the a new animated scene. Right, so maybe I'll do that posting towards the latter part of the month. But guys, that's about it. That's all the updates that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you so much for you, and hopefully you guys like the story, right? Hopefully you guys are going to be excited for the scene or the movie itself being compiled together and seeing it straight from scene one. So be on the lookout for the premiere. And I've also got, regarding the premiere, I've had some internal discussions regarding the premiere, and I've got some potentially good news coming for you. I'll do that in the next project update. I'll reveal it, but I think I've got some good news that the entire world is going to, or everybody that's following us is going to really like. So be ready for that that announcement in our next project update. So guys, thanks again. Come back, stay with us. Hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying the new content that we have, the new updates for the sequel. Be ready for that. So until next time, guys, till all are one, peace out. Bye-bye.